Joining us now is Ms. Judith Charles, the president of the Family Support Network. Welcome, Ms. Charles.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having us.
It is my understanding that you are one of the longest-serving presidents of the Family Support Network. Tell me a little bit about that journey.
Well, I took it up from Violet Gall. She handed me some legal papers, told me a few things, and I'm not a social worker. I do not have letters after my name, and so I went home and contemplated and looked up and said, okay, what do I do? And I decided that I could talk. Okay. So every opportunity that came about, like this one, I went out and I talked about FSN and what FSN does. When I came to FSN, we had two people working in the office. The director, who was Celeste Myers, and Karina Bobadilla. Karina was a social services student up at the college, and together they were doing the very best they could. But when you have an issue like domestic violence or family issues, and you have two staff to do everything, very often they are not able to keep every single commitment. So my role became the going out and talking about FSN role.
Spokesperson.
The spokesperson, yes. I've actually been referred to as the face of domestic violence. I didn't think that that's what I was. But at any rate, I did go out and talked about FSN. We went to, like during Domestic Violence Month or National Women's Month or whatever, we'd go to various offices, trust companies. We were invited to come. We pinned people. We talked about the issues. And so the word started to get out. So domestic violence in the community, the laws that protected people from issues of domestic violence were brought more to the surface.
Okay. Now, post-Irma, tell me a little bit about the experience and the challenges that the foundation faced after the aftermaths of Hurricanes Irma and Maria.
Well, firstly, we had no place. Our office was lost its roof, so we lost just about all the contents, except for some food. And one of the staff members who lives in Carrot Bay, Wendy Charles, she came out the day after Irma. And she and her husband came to town, got what food they could salvage, and took it to Carrot Bay and put it into a church where they were housing people and distributing supplies from. And then she, after the town got straightened out where we could come into town, she went from place to place. From wherever they had internet, she would go with her laptop, set up, do some work until she felt like, okay, I need to leave here. And so we've been working from the day after the hurricane. Then a really great thing happened. I was contacted on Facebook by a gentleman. The gentleman who owns Aeropost contacted me and said, I understand you need some space. I have some space. You could have it for free. So it was a hallway between two buildings. And so the staff went in and set up. Okay. And people came. And what really touched me and surprised me the most is, yes, people were coming and asking for food, but it was the elderly that were coming in. And yes, perhaps they wanted some food, but they really wanted to talk. Okay. They wanted somebody to listen to them. And so that happened.
And now the organization has returned to its office. Yeah. And that, again, has been attributed to the assistance of many persons and the hard work, particularly of the staff, in getting and relocating back to the original location.
Yeah, exactly. And through the assistance and the support of the community, because over the years, FSN has developed a following, a group of supporters. The Tortola Ladies Club does an annual fundraiser for FSN where all the money that's raised at a party at Government House goes to FSN. And it was a great fundraiser this year. And we raised a lot of money. I actually became a member of the Tortola Ladies Club. And so I work with that club. They raise funds and give to other NGOs in the community or to other causes where people are in need. So we have money to pay for our rent. It was all donated by people who attended the fundraiser.
What would you like persons to know in the community and understand most about the Family Support Network and its role within the community?
Well, one of the things is we don't just help women. We don't just give food or clothes. We also do counseling. And if the level of counseling that is needed right now is not in the venue of the director, we have someone we can call in to do that. So counseling to me is one of the most important things that we do. And we are able to continue to do that. The clothes and the food, those are asides. They're good, but that's not the most important thing we do. And one of the programs that's taking place at FSN right now has nothing to do with women. It has to do with at-risk children in school. Yes. There's a breakfast program going. Yeah, there's 70 kids involved in that. And so they don't just get breakfast food, they get exposure to the counseling that is available to them if they feel the need. So I think that's a great initiative that was started at FSN recently. The staff there are 3 really great young women who love their jobs, like going to work every day. That's a blessing. I personally have been involved at FSN for longer than I can remember, maybe 15 years. And I'm proud to have seen it grow from where it was when I came to where it is now. And I'm very, very happy that given my life with its limitations, that I've been able to contribute in some small way to keep FSN going, to its growth, and to be able to give assistance to the many, many numbers of people who have come to FSN for all kinds of help.
Money, 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 money! Madness! Mad! Mad! March Madness! Only at CCT. CCT March Madness is back with even more crazier deals and giveaways. Top up $20 anywhere and everywhere and enter to win $500 every week in the month of March. Top up at the store, top up online, top up at your favorite top up spot, top up at a CCT promotion, and you just might walk away with money.